Kia ora koutou. In this video, I'm going to go through the first 4 questions from Mrs. Roberts' mini practice worksheet. So if you happen to be watching this on February the 25th in the evening, this is before we're doing this in class, but I'll be pretty impressed if anyone's managed to watch the video and do the questions, so go for your life. The first video is going to have the first 4 questions. The second video is going to have these solving questions, questions 5 to 11. And the third video is going to have questions 12 to 16. Now, some of these get quite difficult and they cover stuff that we haven't done yet, but we figured we'd get you going on the revision for the whole topic, and then we'll go back and fill in the gaps. Okay, so if any of these questions are feeling really bad, then you can either use the Gamma textbook or Dr. Frost to do more work, or I can write a whole bunch more practice questions, which is probably what's going to happen. So question 1, we've got 8x minus 3 times x plus 2 plus 4y. So this is a pretty gentle start. We're just testing your year 9 skills in expanding. What we're going to do here is we have 8x take away 3 times all of this, but we have to be careful with that negative sign. All right, so my first step is to expand out the brackets. I get 8x minus 3x minus 6, not plus 6, minus 12y, right? Because I'm multiplying this times all of this. The next step here is to figure out what our like terms are, and we've got 5x minus 6 minus 12y. Note that these are not like terms. We've got x stuff, y stuff, and constants. So that's as far as we can take that one. Okay, question 2 is one that we actually teach you guys back in year 9, but that most of you will have forgotten. Why is it doing that? I just want to write question 2. Here we are. So we want to find the square root of 64, x to the power of 8, y to the power of 10. Now, before we do it, let's think about what we're doing. We want to find the what times what will get me back to that stuff under the square root sign. So here, that's going to be 8. And then for the x's, it will be x to the power of 4 and y to the power of 5. Now, let's look at why that works, because students often get confused between taking the square root here and not knowing what to do here. So if we have 8x to the power of 4, y to the power of 5, and we times it by itself, look what's happening. The 8 eighths give me the 64, and we have x to the 4 times x to the 4, which is x to the power of 8. Y to the 5 times y to the 5 gets me back to y to the power of 10. So that's a good pattern to recognize, and we'll probably do some more of those in class time. All right, what was question 3? Question 3 was a very simple fraction one. Again, the ideas in here are from way back in year 9, but we want to make sure that they're feeling really nice and easy by year 11. So we've got 4m cubed y to the power of 8 over 8m y to the power of 10. Right, let's do the numbers first. Well, 4 and 8 have a common factor of 4, so this is going to be 1/2. And put the 2 down here. We probably don't need the 1 up the top. Now let's look at the m's. Well, we've got m. Oops. Let's just clean that up. M to the power of 3 over m. So there's a 3 here. There's an invisible power of 1 here. So if I've got m cubed over m, the m's are heaviest up the top. So all I have to do here is subtract the powers, and I get m squared sitting up here. With the y's, it's a bit different. I'll just change my pen colour. I've got 8 here, and I've got 10 here. Okay, I'm just trying to get the stylus to do something a little bit weird. Yeah, there we are. I've got 8 here and 10 here. So this time, the y values are heaviest at the bottom of the fraction. So we've got 10 here, we've got 8 here, so we're going to have y squared sitting down here. Right, so that's the final answer for that one. Notice that because we've got the m squared up the top, we don't need to have the 1. If we'd ended up with no m squared, we would need that 1 sitting in the numerator as a kind of as a placeholder. Okay, let's have a look now at question 4. So 4 is this one here, and we've got to work out what BEDMAS rules we're using with this one. So question 4 is 2x cubed times 6x plus 4x times y, right? Notice that that is a times sign and this is an x, it's a variable. So doing this bit first and then this bit, because in BEDMAS we do multiplication and then we go through and do our addition. Right, the first part gives me 12x to the power of 4 plus 4xy, and that's as far as we can go with that. Okay, we can't simplify any further because they're not like terms. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with video 2 shortly.